What's up, everybody? It's your man Gillis the Kid. I'm back with another one. And this is just a small unboxing and review of the Sega Dreamcast. Pick this baby up just like I did with the N64. So the Dreamcast came out in September of 1999. It was part of like the sixth generation of video games. It was one of the first to have like like online play. It had like an Ethernet cable and stuff like that. But with the PlayStation 2 coming out, it just didn't fulfill all the expectations of Sega, and they took a couple of losses, and that was pretty much it for the Dreamcast. But the one good thing about the Dreamcast is that it had a ton of great games. As a matter of fact, a lot of the games on Sega Dreamcast is really good. But, every system has bad games. But Sega is known for making awesome titles. And it had limited third-party support, too. So that was probably one of the other reasons it didn't beat out Sony. Sold around 10 million units. And I'm trying to figure out what this game launched with. I think it was like Sonic Adventure. But some of the popular games was like Crazy Taxi, Jet Set Radio, Shenmue was a big one. Shenmue was one of the most expensive games ever. I think it was like 45 million they spent on it because everyone had voices in that game. But yeah, it had built-in modem for internet support, and online play. Phantasy Star Online was a pretty big game. But yeah, I mean, Sega Dreamcast, if you've never had one, it was definitely ahead of its time. I think it was like it wasn't one of the first consoles that had CDs. Sega Saturn had CDs, but that didn't go too well. But it did have like a VMU. It was sort of like a memory. And it had like removable storage, 32 bits. I think it was 128 bits, to be exact. And how much was this? I can't remember. I think it was like $300 when it came out. But let's see. Well, that's the back. Some of the big games was. Hold on a sec. Let me see. See, I got my paper right here. So yeah, Sonic Adventure, Crazy Taxi, Virtual Fighter was one of them. NFL 2K, and like I said, Shenmue. So let's open this up real quick. Take a look. If you've never had a Sega Dreamcast, you were definitely missing out. There's a lot of stuff in here. So here we go. Alright, so this is the system. It also had 4 controller ports, just like Nintendo 64, labeled A, B, C, and D. This is the power button. This is the open button, just like this. As you can see, it had CDs. Pretty cool. Got the Dreamcast logo right there. It's got a vent on that side. It's weird it didn't have a vent on this side. It only had like a vent right here. As you can see right there, look at that. Compatible with Windows CE. So that was a long time ago. On the back, you can see right here, it's got the Ethernet cable line. AV out. It's got the the serial plug, and of course the power plug. It's got a little vent on the back too. What the hell is this for? I think that came out. I'm not gonna mess with that right now. That's what the bottom looked like. And I mean, it was a pretty good design. This was the power light right here. But yeah, but definitely ahead of its time. Actually, the controller was one of my favorites. I'm gonna show you that. Let's see. Let's show you the controller real quick. So, let's see if I can get it out. All right, here we go. So this is what the controller looked like. It had like the green Dreamcast logo right there. The analog stick was nice. They got the D-pad wasn't one of the best, but it was usable. Just a little weird when you're playing like Street Fighter or something like that. Then they had the X button, the A, the B, and the Y, just like the Dreamcast does today. And then you just had that one start button right here. It also has the left and right trigger right there for your shooters. And then they had like this little pouch thing right here for the VMU and like a rumble pack. And it was labeled 1 and 2. I think the VMU went in the first one. Actually, I got the VMU right here. Picked that up. It was basically like a little memory unit. It had like a little D-pad on it. It's got A, B, sleep mode. Right there, it had a little screen on it. Pretty cool. And there was a game sort of like the Tamagotchis, like in the early 90s. You can play that on the VMU too. But yeah, it was pretty nice. I think it went in just like this. Yeah, you can see. And then it just snapped in, and you can see the screen on the front. That was pretty dope back in the day. The VMU. Great controller though. This controller felt really good in your hands. You know, you had the normal cables, audio and video cables. This is what the power cable looked like. It didn't have like a gigantic adapter or anything. All that was built in. But yeah, you know, that's the Sega Dreamcast. That's all the stuff that came with it. I'm gonna have some of those games launched on my channel, so definitely check that out soon. And as always, I'll catch you guys in the next one.